Welcome back to Week 15 of Riding the Pine. This weekend we head into the All Star Weekend. This year to be held in San Jose at the SAP Center, SAP Center. I don't know what the fuck they call it out there. I don't care. It's not until 6 at night. It obviously is going to be on NBC. Captains, we'll move into captains and rosters. Austin Matthews for the Atlantic. Ovechkin for the Metro, of course. McKinnon for the Central, and Connor McDavid for the Pacific.
Yep. And that's 6 Pacific time, by the way. So it'd be 9 Eastern time.
Oh,
over
perfect.
here.
Nice.
Just in case the people don't know the difference. You
Yep.
know the time difference.
Well, you never said Pacific time.
Drew has a
right,
bunch
right.
to do this weekend. There's no way he can stay up till 9.
I doubt it too.
There's no way.
Actually, I have a wedding.
And for the listeners, Drew's house is for sale, right?
Yes, it is. Don't. Yeah.
It's got a lot of action on it, so don't wait.
Yeah, come get it. We've already touched on it, but Ovi has decided not to play in this year's. He would rather drink Dr. Pepper and rest all night.
That's gross that he drinks that on the bench.
NBA players would never do that.
Drink Dr. Pepper on the
what
bench?
athlete would ever
That,
drink
but
pop
and no,
during a
I'm
game?
saying like turn down an offer to go to the All Star game. That's just rude.
Yeah,
They probably
because-
try harder in the All-Star
I'm just
game than they do during their regular games.
That's
Who,
true.
NBA player?
Yeah,
or
because they
hockey?
can fucking showboat more.
Oh.
You know what really
They don't
impressed
do
me
that.
was the one
Let's
year
be
that
real.
like Blake Griffin like jumped over and dunked over a Kia. That
yeah.
was impressive.
Yeah,
That's
that wasn't an advertisement.
No.
He jumped over a car?
He jumped over a Kia.
Kia.
How could you dare
So
jump
it's like a
over
golf
Kia?
cart, but that's still pretty
A
impressive.
golf cart.
I mean,
it's like a power
he didn't
wheel.
like. It was like.
Okay, it's Blake Griffin, so it's like the equivalent of one of us jumping over my kid's power wheel. Oh, I did it. Cool.
All right, do you want to read the rosters?
All right, I will read the rosters. Going from the Atlantic Division, you have Jack Eichel from Buffalo, Nikita Kucherov from Tampa, Austin Matthews from Toronto, David Pastrnak from Boston, Steve Stamkos from Tampa, John Tavares from Toronto, Thomas Chabot from Ottawa, Keith Yandel from Florida, and Jimmy Howard from Detroit.
The one and only Detroit person who made it.
Oh, yeah.
What's sad is like
We wouldn't even
10
have it
years
all.
ago is I didn't really think very highly of Jimmy Howard, and now he's like the stud for Detroit goaltending. But onto the Metropolitan Division, you have Sebastian Aho from Carolina, Cam Atkinson from Columbus, Matthew Brazel from New York, Sidney Crosby from Pittsburgh, which he's hated, Claude Giroux from Philadelphia, Taylor Hall from New Jersey, which he isn't playing, John Carlson from Washington, Seth Jones from Columbus, and Braden Hope from Washington.
Yeah, no. So Taylor Hall is going to be replaced by Kyle Palmieri. So
That's not a
because
bad
Taylor
choice.
Hall
That's
had
really
a
not
lower
a bad
body
choice.
injury, and
Palmieri's having a pretty good season. One correction there, it's Barzell. That's
Barzell.
young,
Whoops.
young stud
Yeah.
from
New York.
New York, yeah.
Oh, you mean
Islanders.
New York's gonna ruin another career. And then
They
from the-
probably will.
then
They
from-
probably will. They're like Edmonton.
That's sad. And then you have from the Central Division, you have Patrick Kane from Chicago, Nathan McKinnon from Colorado, Ryan O'Reilly from St. Louis, Mikko Rantanen from Colorado, Mark Scheifele from Winnipeg, Blake Wheeler from Winnipeg, Muriel Heiskanen from Dallas, Roman Josi from Nashville, and Devin Dubnyk from Minnesota, which he's pretty dope. for
Yeah.
goalie. And then Pacific Division, you have Johnny Gaudreau from Calgary, which he's awesome. Clayton Keller from Arizona, Connor McDavid from Edmonton, Joe Pavelski from San Jose, Ellis Peterson from Vancouver, if I'm pronouncing that right, Brent Burns from San Jose, Drew Doughty from Los Angeles, Eric Carlson from San Jose, and Marc-Andre Fleury from Vegas. Which San Jose has the best defense in the NHL right now.
It's either them or Nashville for me.
I'm really upset that they signed Carlson.
Yeah.
God. But we also, in the second part of this, we have the snubs from this year include Shea Weber, who's number 1 from Montreal, Morgan Riley from Toronto, Braden Point from Tampa, Sergei Bravotsky from Columbus, and then Dylan Larkin from Detroit.
Yep.
Which I really think Larkin could have possibly got a vote, but that goes either way with the voting, scenario with NHL.
I think it has a lot to do with Detroit doing so badly. I mean, it's kind of hard to put 2 people in the All Star game or the skills comp when you're the last in your division or conference.
Well, that's the thing with each team has to send at least one guy. So
Yeah.
if it was actually accurate, we wouldn't send fucking anyone because none of our guys actually deserve to go to the All Star game.
I think Jimmy
I
does.
can't say
No, he doesn't.
No?
No, he does not. No.
Okay.
No, he's having a great year for himself, but he does not deserve to go to the fucking All Star game. He's not a league All Star. He's not top 10 in any kind of goalie stat period.
And Drew, you're actually kind of right with that. He isn't, but he's still, I mean, the formidable goaltender for the NHL at least.
No, he is.
And he's solid for us.
And he's playing very well this year for his own standards. And in any NHL standards, he is playing well, but he's not an all-star goalie. Sorry.
Yeah, it's between Jimmy Howard and Bernier. Who are you going to put in that? I'm going with Howard, obviously, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the other part of this, for the 3-on-3 competition, which, as you guys know, is the format they decided to go with instead of the 5-on-5, which I think is a lot cooler. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but
Yeah.
I'm going to ask Drew first, and then I'm going to go to Jesse, and then myself. Who do you think's going to win the 3-on-3 competition out of the 4 divisions?
So I'm going to go with the Central Division. If I had to pick the guys myself, I'm going to go Patrick Kane, Mark Scheifele, Blake Wheeler, or Nathan McKinnon. If I'm a coach, I'm probably going to pick Scheifele, Blake Wheeler, and McKinnon. But I had to throw Patty Kane in there because
What are you picking for? Like, you just pick... Are you picking your top 3?
Yeah, like
No,
the,
to
like the
pick
starting
who
lineup.
wins.
Well, I'm picking that division to win.
Why?
But I'm picking
He's
them
up.
because of those guys.
Okay.
Because of those guys involved. If I
Okay.
had to pick my top 3, it'd be Blake Wheeler, McKinnon, and Scheifele. As I've stated before, the
Patty
winner-
Kane's on your top 3 on that one?
No, he's not. I'm sorry. No, he's not. Scheifele, Blake Wheeler, and Nathan McKinnon.
Those are all solid picks there, by the way.
Yeah.
All solid. Jesse, who do you think would win it?
I'm going to go with the obvious pick because if you're picking a 3v3 game, you go based on offense, especially during the All Star game because no one's playing defense.
I want to see if
Crosby.
you're thinking like I am. So
And I'm going Atlantic. I'm going Nikita Kucherov, nasty.
Yeah.
Austin Matthews, nasty. Steven Stamkos, he'll shoot, and it's going to be wide open. It's not 5v5. He'll score. And John Tavares,
Dirty.
who hustles more than anyone on planet fucking Earth. Like his skill lacks a little bit, but that guy just is all hustle. So I'm going with the top offense, and I believe it's the Atlantic.
And I am also going with the Atlantic Division because of those exact reasons you just said. I can name 4 players. Eichel, Kucherov. Nikita Kucherov is like just a mind-blowing goal scorer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if anyone doesn't know that you're a Detroit fan, he absolutely owns us in the playoffs. Like, Nikita Kucherov just fucking owns our
Yeah.
rectum.
And Tyler Johnson for a number of years.
Tyler Johnson, I can't stand him. And Braden Point's quickly becoming that equivalent.
Yep.
If I had to pick a second, though, it wouldn't be Metropolitan. It would be wait, no, you picked Central. Actually, Central would be last for me, just based on that. It would be Pacific. Pacific's got some.
Yeah, but
it's a
then
solid
you're-
team over there too, and they have probably the best defensive core.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going with that, too.
Yeah.
Is you have Johnny Gaudreau, which that dude is just...
He's
lightning
solid
in
right
a
now.
bottle.
You
But
got
no,
the
you
best
have-
rookie in the league,
You have Brent Burns.
Connor McDavid.
You have Drew Doughty, and you have
Eric
Eric
Carlson.
Carlson.
Yeah.
And they're just ridiculous on
Yeah.
their own.
Yeah.
Just straight up
Probably the best
ridiculous.
defensive core over there, and their offense isn't bad. They're probably, if I would rate them, probably the second best offense here. So, as a round team, they're probably the best.
Okay, so outside of that, if you guys could replace one of the snubs this year for a participant, who would you replace it with? Or any player in the league that you felt that could have done enough to actually get a vote on the All-Star team?
Okay, my number one would be probably Dylan Larkin, and I know I hate on him a lot, but
Big time.
he, yeah, I do. He does have the record for the fastest skater. I believe it's 13.172. He holds the record for the fastest skater ever in skills competition. So he'd be exciting to see in that format or that event. And I would like to see him face off against Connor McDavid in that one.
If I'm gonna say it's Aaron Ekblad. That I'd like to see. I don't know where I'd like to see him. Who he'd replace, but I'm
Have to
sure
be
the Atlantic Division could use a solid defenseman outside of just
Keith Yandel.
Yandel and
It would have to
Shabbat
be
though
Keith
too. Though
Yandel,
I mean,
think.
but I just don't know how Ekblad didn't make it and Yandel did. Again, I'm looking at age difference. Yandel's at the end of his career where Ekblad's a superstar.
But Yandel deserves it.
He does. No, I'm not trying to take anything
we talked
away
about
from
this
him,
earlier
but
before
you know
the
that.
podcast. Me and Justin spoke about Yandel, and he's the type of guy who would probably he'd be a first line D on almost any team.
Any other team?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But he's only been playing for like Phoenix Coyotes and for the Panthers. He's not in any like major
Didn't he have a
NHL sports.
Didn't he have like a small
like,
stint
city.
with the Rangers though too?
Yeah.
If I remember right.
Yeah, he did.
Yandel?
He did. Yeah, I think Yandel did.
The Rangers?
Maybe. Don't
Yes.
quote me on that.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain Yandel played for the Rangers.
Oh, it's probably a bad trade. on
Your
their part then.
overall point is that if he played for a good fucking team, he'd probably have a cup or
I didn't know
more.
he played for the Rangers. I don't think
he played long, but
Okay.
it doesn't matter. He spent most of his career with Phoenix and then with fucking Florida Panthers.
Yeah.
So it's a great defenseman kind of wasting his career on somewhat shitty teams.
It's not him wasting it. It's just how it works.
No, it's just
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a waste. It's just kind of sad to see such a talent,
kind
whatever.
of go in the off market of NHL.
Yeah, it's like fucking Shane Doan. Anyways, moving on to.
What do we got?
Hold on, I didn't go. I would have gone Braden Point for Steven Stamkos. Braden Point is plus 17, and Steven Stamkos is plus minus -1. Braden Point has 8 more points, and I think he's just a little bit more exciting of a player. Just because a lot of the reason is just because he's younger, and also Steven Stamkos has been there, and it's. I think Stamkos he'd probably appreciate the rest.
Here's a question I have for just off. So it seems like a lot of these players who have been voted in have been voted off their clout, like because people know them in the NHL. Steven
Exactly.
Stamkos is it's more popular than Braden Point.
Yeah.
Do you think that's how it should be done, or should it be more off what you did this year, and that's why you get in?
Yeah.
It should always be based off. I mean,
Merit?
merely merits or a point, like a criteria.
But this is like
or a system they base it off yearly, where it's not like just because you're Wayne fucking Gretzky, you're gonna get invited to the All Star Game.
Yeah,
If
5 years.
You scored 1 goal in the first half of the
Yeah.
season, but your name's Wayne Gretzky. It shouldn't be like that. But and not to take anything away from you, I just can't agree with putting Braden Point over there over Steven Stamkos.
But why then?
Well,
'Cause,
that kind
he
of
just gave you.
counter argues your point.
It does to a point, but Steven Stamkos at any point in time could score 50 goals a year at this point in his life. Maybe he's struggling a little bit, but I guess
just don't
not
think
to be hypocritical of the situation, and I might have contradicted myself in that regard, but it's again, it might be the grease in the pan thing where he's young. Just like Peter Mrazek. We thought he's going to be the next goaltender for Detroit Red Wings. We signed him a huge deal, and he fucking folds the next year.
I never thought he was the next goalie, but I liked him.
A lot of people did.
I did.
I'm not trying to take anything away from what he said. I do agree that Braden Point is having a phenomenal year.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
It's just,
I also think that Stamkos probably doesn't give a flying fuck about it anymore. You know what I mean? He's been there, 4 or 5 years in a row, probably?
Steven Stamkos, probably since he came in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a captain of Tampa, I think his second year.
He'd probably welcome the rest. I don't know if he's upfront about it. Like Ovi is literally saying, I'm good.
Ovi's good because Ovi's considered the greatest. I mean, Stamkos isn't. He's up there, but he's not in that rare air. Like I would be like, oh hey, you know what? Even as an athlete, I'd be like, no, I don't want this dude to play more than me or take some of my minutes away. Even if he's a budding superstar. And you got to recognize that. I'd still be like, no, I'm greedy. I want my 50 fucking goals a year.
Yeah.
So I can sign a huge extension, whatever it may be.
I mean, if I was Steven Stamkos, I wouldn't turn this down by any means, obviously. But I guess my point is, this is an event, and it's for fans, mainly. More than whether or not you were the only issue I have with this whole idea, like, people argue all the time. It's an event, so we want the guys who are popular because we want fans to watch it.
Yeah.
We want to grow the sport. We want to make money off this whole idea. It's more of a fun event and less serious. So you get the Steven Stamkos over a guy who might deserve it a bit more. But my only issue with that is when it comes to retirement or when it comes to going to the Hockey Hall of Fame, we take into account how many All-Star games they've been to.
Yeah.
And I guess my question is, should we? Should we take that into account when someone, because it seems more of a circus idea where like we're just only voting in the people who already had a name, maybe like in the OHL or just the big names who didn't have a phenomenal year. Like Steven Stamkos, you're right, can score 50 goals anytime, but he's not doing it now. And Braden Point is. And the question is, why isn't he in? And it's not going to go on his resume if he ever wants to make it to the Hockey Hall of Fame. It's going to go on Steven Stamkos.
No, that's a good point, buddy.
It's a fair question.
It is.
It's a fair question.
Yeah,
I think All-Star appearances are kind of a rough thing to gauge someone's candidacy to get into the Hall of Fame. I think
it just
that's
goes
kind
on
of
the resume. That's my only issue.
No,
I wish it did.
They do consider it.
Yeah,
I kind of don't like it.
Yeah,
because especially nowadays because
it's
social
bullshit.
Yeah, especially nowadays because social media is such a goddamn big thing.
Not to crazily get off subject, but how many All-Star games? Like, let's say prime examples, because MLB just had their induction ceremony.
Okay.
How many All-Star games did Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens make it to? And
No idea.
No idea.
A shitload.
Really?
Yeah, Barry Bonds set the single season record for home runs, but they will never get into the Hall of Fame because
Steroids.
yeah, steroids. I mean, it's just,
Yeah, but that's a
I
whole
know,
different.
I know.
Yeah, you're going.
I know.
Yeah,
I just want to bring it up.
I mean, you can make that argument if I don't know, fucking Steven Stamkos does like steroids pretty soon.
Hey, you might never know.
He might.
Stay on top of his game.
All right, so let's transition to the best part of the All-Star weekend, which is the skills competition.
Hand me a beer, buddy.
Okay. So we have what have we got? 6 events? Yeah, 6.
Yep.
First event's the fastest skater. We have 8 players, 1 lap, fastest time wins. Obvious. Hardest shot, 4 players, 2 rounds, 2 shots per round, and the hardest shot wins. They take it from 30 feet out. If you miss the net, you get to take another one. Well, if you miss the net, you don't get to take another one. If the radar gun doesn't register properly, then you do. Accuracy contest, which I don't like because this year is unlike the past years when it's only 4 targets. This one has 5. They have the one in the middle.
What?
Yeah, they're gonna do so.
Why?
This one
So
has
you can-
8 players.
So people
5,
can train to shoot chest side?
I don't know.
What kind
Yeah,
of
right,
dumbass
like,
shit is that?
It's like the idea of like the 5 hole.
The 5
but I
hole.
bet
That's what I assume it would
I
be.
guarantee this is right in the middle of the net too. It's not even on the
On the
5 hole.
ice.
Yeah,
It's gonna be on the ice
You
because they're
think
gonna
so?
connect the. Yeah, I think they'll connect the 3 of the targets.
at the bottom.
Yep.
See, I'm picturing.
They normally use a post. They'll use the post for the top 2 and the post for the bottom 2. But I think
He's talking about like the physical rigging of
they'll find
the
a way to
target.
manipulate that to rig it to where.
See,
that
I'm thinking
bottom
the
target's in.
rig of the middle one will be in the back post when it goes to that bar at the very back. It's going to be right in the middle of that. But I could be wrong.
Well, who gives a
Well,
fuck?
we're all gonna find out. We don't know
Well,
what
yeah.
it fucking looks like.
All I know is that, so it's 5 targets. And also another difference. So they're going to be 5 targets with LED lights that light up for 3 seconds. So when that LED changes and you miss that target or even hit the target after the LED, it won't count. So it's going to be the first person to hit 5 targets when that LED is lit. Once you hit that LED light, once it's hit, it'll be taken out like the random sequence of lights. But fastest one to do that, which is a whole new accuracy shooting contest.
Again,
than I've
mind you,
ever
Jesse,
seen.
this is from the hash mark, so I mean, most of these dudes are deadly accurate.
Yeah, I mean,
just beyond
yeah.
accurate.
But I mean, it's just a whole new format, which I kind of dislike because I would like to know
I like the
who's
original
got the
setup.
best. Yeah, like the 4, just the 4 pockets. I want to see if anyone can
Because
beat the top
again,
10.
you're taking away from the fact of them being able to get every single target. Because again, they're moving on from LED light.
Yeah,
you know, they have
like
3
even if they hit
seconds.
the target, if the LED light's not there, it could be off a pass too because they're getting a pass too.
Yeah.
So I just wish it was like original off the original 4 targets because I mean, what do we got? We got Daniel Sedin accuracy. He's leading with 7.3. I wish we could compare it to him, but we can't.
But they're changing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, is your point.
Well, at least we'll be able to still keep up with the hardest shot and the fastest skater.
Yeah.
So then the next one is save streak. It's goalies. They face 8 shooters at least.
Can't
The idea-
fucking wait to watch Jimmy get lit up in that.
The idea is basically whichever goalie has the longest save streak. So if you save,
Mark my words, Jimmy is going to get embarrassed in that fucking contest. He's going to get worked. It's going to get sad. If he can't span his love handles out across the entire sides of the net, he's not going to stop
Love handles.
shit. Have you seen Jimmy in the offseason?
why are you talking shit about an only All-Star at this event?
Because I can. I don't know.
Okay.
Because I fucking want to. I don't
Dude,
know.
I've seen Jimmy Howard. Don't look like he needs a wheelchair in the offseason and get in shape for the fucking season. You know, they're not wheeling him in.
No, yeah, but
I would see
I'm gonna
Marc-Andre Fleury getting lit up more in
Really?
that competition.
More
Yeah.
than
No,
Jimmy Howard?
no.
Yeah.
Marc-Andre
Marc-Andre-
Fleury is
no.
amazing at
Yeah.
penalty shots.
Well, let's make our picks for.
Well, hold on.
all
All
the
right,
events.
so we got
Okay.
save streak. We got the goalies doing.
Okay.
They're gonna go through 8 people, and whoever's got the longest save streak wins. You got puck control, which is also somewhat new. You stick handle between 10 pucks, then you go around cones, and then you do the 3 gates, which is fucking stupid. And the last one, which is completely new, the puck control was new last year. Premier passing. This one is actually cool. So they're
I like the passing.
yeah, they're not doing this
competition.
relay bullshit anymore, which I kind of like. They're doing 8 players. They're going to do a breakout pass where each player is given 10 pucks to attempt to make a pass to 3 players in the breakout. Then they got the mini nets, so it's going to be like a saucer to a mini net.
The sauce of mini nets is my favorite
That
part.
is sick. That is
Because
sick.
they put a target out like 20 feet from that net.
Yeah.
So you legitimately have to sauce it
Yeah,
into a net
no,
like
it's
this.
it's good. It's very good. And the last one, which is also very hard, which I don't know who's going to win this fucking contest because it's new and it's I like what I'm reading, is the target passing. So it's going to be like the same as the LED lights. They're going to be passing objects. You have to hit the target. But
Okay.
so, I guess here's a question: who do you pick to win the fastest skater? We'll go through each event. You know what? Just pick everyone who's going to win each event.
Fastest
Okay.
skater is going to easily go to Connor McDavid. Passing, I mean,
All right, Justin.
that one's
Take
kind of
it.
hard, but I'll let you guys go on.
No, Justin, go through all.
Okay,
go
I'm
through all of them.
passing. I'm going to go off
The hip.
the hip because all these guys are pretty good at passing at this juncture. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
say Tavares maybe.
Tavares. Yeah.
Yeah. And what other competitions we had to do?
So
Passing.
you got all right. You had hardest. You could do
hardest
here,
shot. Okay.
We'll
let
do
me-
fastest skater, then the hardest shot.
I'm just gonna pick out someone here. Blake Wheeler.
Okay. Accuracy contest.
Actually, I'm gonna redact my statement on Wheeler. I'm gonna say Brent Burns as the hardest shot.
Okay.
Accuracy contest.
Solid.
I'm gonna go with Stamkos or
Alright.
Eichel. One of the two.
Save streak. Goalie
Save
wise.
streak, is gonna win that. I'm gonna say Braden Hope.
Okay.
Damn it.
He's-
Puck control.
Johnny Goudreau.
And what did you say for passing? Premier passing. Which one?
Tavares.
Okay. Okay.
It's a hard pick, man. When you're
Sure.
looking at all these names, I mean, it really is.
All right. Well, fastest skater, I went McDavid. Again, it sucks that Larkin isn't in there just for that part.
Not to interrupt you, I still think Connor McDavid is faster than Larkin.
I wish
so?
we could see.
Oh,
I
if
think
he
Larkin-
beats the record,
I
then
think
he
Connor
is,
McDavid
right?
is the fastest player in the NHL.
Well, he could beat the record.
Yeah.
Improve
I
it.
think he could.
I think he could beat it. I had McDavid for the fastest skater, Kucherov for accuracy contest.
That's a solid shot. Hardest
That
shot.
is- that
Yeah,
is.
I mean he's been sniping all fucking season. Goalies, I had
What did you do? The hardest shot.
hardest shot. I had
You can look up the names.
yeah.
It's on the paper.
Well, I should have wrote it down.
No, here.
I had it in mind.
Flip it over.
Um,
Bunch of them.
Ally Frady. That's who I picked one.
no. Okay. I will go Eric Carlson if he gets chosen.
Okay.
Moving
And that's
back.
based on if any of these players get chosen. We
Yeah,
don't
'cause
know.
we don't know for sure.
No one knows if they pick it on the day who goes in what event.
All right, so I already went goalie contest. Out of Fleury or Holtby, he took Holtby, so I will take Fleury. Like I said, Howard will get lit the fuck up. Watch out for that. Puck control, I will go Kane or Goudreau.
Good choice.
I think I'm going to stick actually with Goudreau.
Okay.
Passing, I went Kane or Rantanen from Colorado. Rantanen. And I'm going to pick another. I'm going to go Rantanen for that. What else do we have?
Well, I'm gonna make my picks.
Okay, go ahead.
Fastest skater. I'll change it up. I'm gonna go Eichel, Jack Eichel.
What was your original pick, by the way?
It'd be Connor.
McDavid.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Let's
It's,
just be honest.
it's
There's
honestly
an honest
between
here.
Connor, and if Dylan wasn't here, it'd be Dylan Larkin and Connor. Right now.
I just want to make sure it wasn't a name.
Connor won it last
between all of
year.
us.
Yeah. I'm just trying to change up. And if I wouldn't pick second, it would be Jack Eichel, I think. I don't think anyone would be faster. It'd be Jack Eichel. Even though Jack Eichel did pretty bad 2 years ago, I believe. Or last year. Sorry. Then hardest shot would be... I'm going to go Blake Wheeler. Accuracy contest. I had a guy in mind. Who was that? It's not Austin Matthews. I'm going to go with the new guy, Peterson from Vancouver. He's been sniping a lot, so he might be on a hot streak. Save streak.
Jamie Howard.
No. I'd go with Marc-Andre Fleury.
There you go.
Puck control would be... It's either going to be Cam Atkinson or Johnny Gaudreau. Those guys are nasty. And premier passing, I'm going to go Nikita Kucherov.
Not a bad choice on that.
And, yeah. So, there we go.
Okay.
So, good luck, everyone.
All right. So I don't know if I'm going to watch the NHL All Star Game. I might, but
Why? Do you have a girl coming over that night?
well, I think the NBA All Star Game's coming up too.
No, it's not the same weekend, buddy.
No.
Sounds like you're busy with a girl. It's all right. You can
Maybe.
He's
tell
not
us.
that busy.
You can tell us.
I mean, she can watch it with me.
That's true.
Yeah.
So what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's rude.
Yeah, that's very rude. So I want you guys to come up with some ideas to pitch to the NHL for them to add to the All Star Game.
Okay.
Can I go first on this?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I think Gary Bettman should at least consider a fighting competition.
You just took mine.
You just fight till the death.
You just sell them on fights. You did that last week.
Well, you know what, Jesse?
Fight.
Fighting in blood just draws an audience. For
That
some goddamn
is-
reason, someone watching his teeth get knocked out would be fucking amazing.
love that idea. That's a beautiful idea.
How did you not?
He got this idea from Goon.
I didn't think of that.
He
No,
got
I
this
didn't.
idea from Goon too, where the fighters
Okay,
fight.
No, this is
okay.
actually
First
a-
of all, Dick, I haven't seen Goon 2 yet. The first
That's
one's
your
still,
fault. That's your
It is
fault.
my
Neither
fault.
have I.
You're right.
Okay.
The first one's amazing.
Neither have I, so check yourself.
No,
How have
I
you
get-
not seen Goon 2? You love Goon.
He did. He saw it.
No, I haven't.
Well, I mean, you were there when we watched it.
It's like
but you
all
might
the
not
old
remember
fighters
it.
who like go
I
through
have-
like
I have
at your
two questions.
bachelor party.
I'm
Sorry,
a
I
bachelor
get
party, yeah,
perfect
but
set
I
if you
wasn't
have any
there.
perfect
Like
Yeah,
I was
I'm
there
just saying,
physically,
yeah,
but whatever. So
No, I truly think they should just have a fighting competition where you bring this the like Tom Wilson and Zdeno Chara. You just let them beat each other to death.
yeah,
that would be
death.
awesome.
But just to point like, hey, if you knock a tooth out, the fight's over.
See, I'm gonna add to yours. I was still brainstorming, working out like the details, but I'm thinking this might be more for like an overtime rule or something. So at the end, the other team picks one player from the other team that they want to bring out to fight, and then the other team picks one from the other team, and if they win the fight, that player can play in overtime. But if they lose the fight, they can't play in overtime. So there's a little strategy to it.
that would be
So, like,
cool.
You don't know what the other team's doing, so you don't know if you want to bring out like an all-star and then have the chance that they lose the fight.
You just bring your
Right.
toughest guy no matter what. Whether or not he's an all-star, you just bring your
You
toughest
do
guy.
know the issue with this whole
Trying
fight.
to
Yeah, the
think,
players are
like,
never
You
going to
have
sign on
like
to
this
this
is
shit.
an obvious like
The
the reason
players
why
are
we
never
don't.
gonna
Thanks,
sign on
Jess.
to it.
Thanks, Jesse. Yeah.
We're playing and make
Not the
believe.
players.
We're playing and
Some
make-
players would love to fight. They'll do it.
No, they,
I
no,
thought for
no.
sure this idea was going to work.
The
I
I
think it
definitely
would.
thought that was going to work.
the players'
You
union
don't
would
think
never
so?
sign off on this shit.
It's not the
Oh,
players.
Yeah. Yes.
I didn't
Teams
think
more
about
than
that.
players.
Everything.
Okay.
No, the Players Association would never sign off on part of the All Star Weekend was you had to there was a fighting contest.
They
or-
would if you won money, which you
No,
do. You
no.
win money in the skills comp. You won $25,000 for each competition.
Guys-
Raise it up to $100,000 for the All Star Game fighting contest. That would do it.
most of the guys in the motherfucking All Star Game would not fight for $25,000.
Most of those guys fight for
Okay,
free,
let me rephrase
basically.
that. It's not the guys. The teams won't let them fight for $25,000 because if you get fucking hurt, you miss 10
Yeah,
fucking games
yeah,
in regular
they're-
season. There's problems.
The
The guy-
team, yeah, the
the
team
guy-
won't.
the
The
guys-
players
the
will.
guys
reasons
wanna-
this never exists, but the,
guys wanna-
idea of it would be cool.
The guys
It would be
wouldn't.
great.
The guys would not do
Would
it.
love it.
The guys would not.
If you put some real money in
Like,
that,
dude, like wear
it might
brass
actually work.
knuckles underneath
Honestly,
your
if
gloves,
you-
and you take them off, and you kill them.
if you put like a $5 million like a real like UFC like payment on it, you could probably get these teams and the
See,
players
but the
to sign.
problem is,
Technically-
if we did that, then it wouldn't be NHL anymore. That would just be UFC. So
No,
Well,
no,
it kind of
so
is.
there's
It's
problems
an all-star
everywhere.
game.
Josh,
We're
if
doing
you
a
kept-
UFC
If you
fighting.
kept the ice and the gloves and all the equipment, it'd be like an
Oh,
ice
yeah,
octagon.
true.
And you could.
we
do
should
that.
create that. We should just create
We should.
a league that's just
UFC
UFC on
ice.
ice.
Have you
UFC on
ever-
ice.
Okay,
have
hold
you
on,
guys
hold-
ever seen
hold
the
on.
Red Bull crash ice?
There is
What?
things like that in Canada.
Okay.
You guys have all
Let's
been
do it
sleeping
in the
on this
United
shit.
States.
They don't have an octagon on the ice, but there's literally nights in Canada where they have tough guys that just meet. I don't know if it exists
Like Goon.
anymore, but it
Yes,
used
it
to
Sounds like
exist.
Goon.
Goon 2.
Yes, that used to actually be a real thing.
I know.
Okay, so it's not like a new idea. It's been going on.
I didn't say it was
If
new.
we have any Canadian listeners, who are like, yeah, this happens every.
I said this
Friday.
idea could work.
I don't
if you
believe
put
in Canada.
if you put the price right, the teams will sign on
probably
for it. They
eating
don't
syrup
give a
at the
shit.
moment we say this.
And
No offense.
if the teams sign up for it, if you put the prices right, the teams will be okay. And the players will definitely do it.
No, have any of you guys ever seen the?
They would love it. A lot of the fighters love to fight. Let's be real.
Guys,
Have you guys
people
seen
in
the
the
Red
All-Star
Bull-
game are not fighters. Is anyone missing this?
I know they're not, but have you ever seen the Red Bull like the
These
air-
guys would
the
be.
air shows? They have Red Bull crash ice where these hockey players skate down fucking.
yeah, track.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we should essentially.
That would be
set
cool
something
as
like that. Dude. It does look pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie.
That was cool. It's on Reddit. It's fucking
Well, the only
fantastic.
problem there is you can't really hit each other. Like it's interference,
Yeah,
as they call it.
yeah.
Like fuck,
It's
wreck
a
each other
race,
into the boards.
but-
That's what I'm talking. I want to see that.
That whole thing
It
was
pretty
fucking
sweet.
cool.
It was cool. It was.
Yeah.
I was
So
gonna credit
you
it.
got
Good
an-
job, Red Bull.
You got an idea?
My idea was during intermissions, either just for the guy or for inside the rink, or like little snippets would be shown to people on TV. Is like mascot games,
Okay, I thought about that.
3-on-3 mascot games, and I'm talking full checking. I'm talking actual hockey. I don't know if they'd have to customize their fucking suits or whatever so they could, but like full hockey, and I want these guys to crush each other.
See, the problem with that is the mascot union. Like,
Won't sign on it. I know. I know.
Yeah, right.
I know.
They're a tough union too, by the
Yeah,
way.
big
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
time, big time.
Strong in
Yeah.
numbers.
Well, they're still on strike over that fight between the Chicago fucking
Yep.
Blackhawk mascot with the other guy. They were trying to give that mascot shit, and now all the
Actually,
mascots have walked
I heard
out.
he's in arbitration to get his job back currently. He's on the fast road to get
Well,
his
I
employment
heard
back.
Gritty broke some copyright laws or something. Like,
Oh, that's
there's,
it.
yeah.
Oh,
Gritty's
Gritty,
crazy.
Gritty, the fucking wacko,
Yep.
fucking
Yeah,
from Philadelphia.
yeah, nut job. All right, well,
He's like the Sforcer to all
Hold
my
on, yeah,
fucking
I gotta get
nightmares. Look at
mine.
Gritty.
Asshole, fuck.
cheap.
Mine would be basically a game versus the KHL All Star team.
One work.
That's
Player
a
union.
dream.
How would it not?
That's
Player
a
union.
dream.
I mean,
right.
scheduling
No,
might be
that's-
the only.
He's making fun of me about the players.
No, I'm
union
making
shit,
fun
but
of both of you because you just said, "Oh, that idea is not going to work." The players' union.
Okay.
There's restrictions.
Can I offer
I
one
I
thing
love
here,
the
Jesse?
idea. I love the idea. Everyone loves that
I think
idea.
that's easier than the whole fighting rig
But
Who
and the
loves that?
mascot union
Okay,
over
okay,
here.
wait.
I didn't say
How
my
is that
idea's
easier?
plausible,
How is that
people.
easier?
I didn't
Okay,
say
first
mine.
of
It's
all,
easier
Jesse-
than the fighting ring over here.
Jesse, let me ask you a question. All right.
It's possible.
So the KHL is a step below the NHL, and everyone in the fucking world knows that. Watch all the players coming back from the KHL back to the NHL. They're a step behind. And you really trust Russian aviation to fly someone that far across the fucking world? No. No, you don't. You don't trust Russia with anything, especially aviation. They fucking lie.
Okay.
They do lie.
Just an idea. All right.
Bad idea.
Okay.
I still love you for it, but
It would be fun.
it wouldn't be
No,
fun
that
with
I,
Russian
I
aviation.
Not as
love
fun
I
as
love that
fighting.
idea. That would be sick. Anything that would be league versus league would be fuking sweet to see.
I got something to add. They should do that. And they
Oh,
have
now
to
you
fight.
agree with me.
Yes, but they should have to They have to fight somebody though at the end. And
Okay,
if the player
here's
wins
the
the
idea.
fight,
We'll-
they can't go
We're
back
gonna
to
merge
Russia.
our ideas right here.
Okay, it's a melting pot.
KHL
the
or
KHL,
versus-
yes, the KHL versus the
NHL
toughest
fighter.
guy in the NHL.
Yes, that would be a fucking.
that
scene.
would be the best. That's
I got
the best
something,
of
too.
All of that.
Unless
And-
you're
Best of
fighting,
all.
unless you're fighting the Russian from Rocky V, and there's a fucking problem.
Yeah, Drago. Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't
Drago's
fuck with him.
juicing,
You
and
don't
he's
fuck with
running on an
Drago.
incline like this for a mile. Oh.
Yeah, you don't fuck with
on.
that guy.
But if
He
it's
killed
going to
Apollo,
be
Josh. He
if the
killed Apollo.
United States or the NHL player loses, he has to go to Russia. and that Russia player can come to the NHL.
No, but that's not
Ooh.
the worst
States.
part of the United States we get sent them to is like fucking Chicago.
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
No, Wyoming.
It'd be horrific. And
Last
they could
week.
send us to Siberia.
No, that's just better than Wyoming.
And that would fucking suck.
I don't know
off.
what state would be the
I mean,
worst
yeah,
state
Siberia
to
is
go
Like,
to.
oh, hey, guess what? You're coming over to Russia, but you're going to Siberia.
Yeah, that's
Good
the
luck.
worst.
Utah? I don't fucking know.
Mind you, that country
There's-
is so
there-
large. It
his
spans
point
9
is that
time
there's not a
zones.
single place in America that's worse than
That's what
Siberia.
Russians would hate more than
and
Siberia.
It's clearly true.
Or the dictatorship that they live
Red
under.
Square of Moscow looks kind of cool.
It does look pretty.
But they
sweet.
won't send
They're
you.
not going to send you.
That's
to
not
Red
the worst
Square.
part. That's not the
If
worst
you
part.
traded the best part of Russia for the worst part of the United States,
not
you
what
might
they're
have
doing.
you might have a comp.
It's not.
No,
he's
you
saying
would not.
the worst
I don't-
and the
they're
worst.
not picking this up. They don't understand.
No,
Like,
I am.
wasn't
I said
listening.
the worst and the worst. You're thinking they're going to send
The
them
worst
best.
of America
Is
is
no- yeah.
better than the medium of Russia.
I'm
No,
agreeing
you're saying
with
the
you. I
best.
know.
Yeah, it's way better than the medium.
yeah.
It's better than the best. Of
I
Russia.
missed the
yeah.
whole combo.
Could-
If they're trading evenly squared, then no one's gonna fucking do it. Obviously.
Players Union.
So by the time,
Yeah, they're definitely not gonna do it.
Not gonna
by
lie.
the time anyone in Russia would actually see this, it'd be what you guys consider fish.
You also have to
Thursday.
force people in their
Dude,
family.
it'll
And
be-
it's the
it'll
only
be-
time that you guys are allowed to eat fish during the week is on Thursdays, correct? Because you live under a dictatorship.
Dude, it'll literally be 2025 before anyone in Russia views
But if you got the
this.
KHO
And they'll
top
message us
fighter
about
Because
it.
versus the NHL fighter,
It's not government allowed.
it
because-
could have worked. With the money right, it could work. You don't have to move, but that could work. Both.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to like Putin or like the officials there.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
pretty sweet because I give him the same handshake he gave, what's his face from Saudi Arabia, the prince.
What?
I remember it.
We're getting real political.
Yeah, I don't know what
we
you're
are.
talking about.
We are.
All right,
We're
let's
not
go
done.
to Detroit Red Wings news.
Yes,
Lead the
yes. Let's stay home here. Detroit Red Wings news. Dennis Cholowski, our stud rookie defenseman, has been sat 2 games. The first one was really kind of the internet kind of exploded. Blashill healthy scratched him. It was his first time playing at home in Vancouver against Vancouver, obviously, and he healthy scratched him. Obviously, Cholowski's play has kind of dipped a little bit, probably over the last 10 games, roughly. He's not been playing that amazing.
And DeKaiser came back in the lineup. So.
Yeah, DeKaiser came
doesn't
back. But there's a lot of controversy about it because it's kind of like even Cholowski at his worst is probably better than fucking Ericsson's best. There's a number of defensemen you can name that even Cholowski with like one fucking eye is better. But also it's kind of fucked up on a personal level because it is his first time playing at home in Vancouver in front of his friends and family in that amount of numbers. Obviously for NHL guys, that's a big deal. They rent out like 40, 50 seats. And it's kind of fucked up.
So, with your question, do you think Cholowski is better than Cromwell, and Cromwell deserves to start that game over Cholowski?
Nah.
Okay, I just want to be clear about that,
Yeah,
so we're on
no.
the same page.
No.
Keep starting Cromwell, Brash.
No.
Good.
Cholowski's, I should say Cholowski is by far our best defenseman.
I don't know about by far, but he's a top 4.
He's our best defenseman. There's not a single name.
Better than Danny DeKaiser.
You could say Mike Green.
I would
know
say
he's
Mike
gonna say
Green
Mike
and DeKaiser are better than him.
I definitely Mike Green's better than him. I agree.
Yeah,
with that.
no,
Mike
Mike Green's our best. DeKaiser is probably number 2. Good stay-at-home defensive D.
Cholowski.
And Cholowski is a stud who's growing up, but he's in our top 4. Eriksson, our vets, our long-term vets, not Mike Green, even though he's a vet, he's not a
Now
Detroit
he
guy.
is for us.
Yeah, well, Eriksson and Cromwell basically fucking, they should be just gone.
Yeah. It's
So,
we're
not to
making,
be disrespectful, but
we're
Ken
making
Allen.
we're making small of it, but it is kind of a fucking big deal.
yeah, especially
'Cause
it's your first time playing
yeah,
in the NHL and
it's-
you're going back home.
It's a
and-
personal slight, dude. It's fucked. It's
Not
bullshit.
even a slight. It just depletes your confidence
Yeah.
that you built. Because again, that's a huge factor in the NHL or any professional sports confidence.
And he's doing pretty
Personally.
well.
He is. I'm not
So-
gonna knock you.
And coaches know that, dude. They know that you're going back to your hometown.
Yeah.
They know that that's a huge fucking deal to you. So it's like so they're holding these young guys to like this impossible fucking standard. But
No, they're just giving way too much fucking leniency to the vets.
Yeah.
I
but you
guarantee they know Cholowski's way more valuable
Or-
than these guys,
or-
but
or-
they're showing these guys too much respect. At the end of the day, they haven't showed up. Eriksson, well, mainly Cromwell. I'd pick Eriksson over Cromwell. Cromwell hasn't showed up. I would pick Eriksson over Cromwell.
I'd pick
So-
my shoe.
Cromwell
over
does
either
nothing
one.
but hit in his bullshit ways. That's it. That's the only time I ever noticed him on the ice.
You ever think it's a motivational tool?
What?
Could
to
be.
get him
To sit
pissed
him,
off?
to sit him the way he did.
To do
Yeah, but
seniority
not-
tactics, maybe
It's
like,
not
hey,
even seniority tactics saying, hey, I know we're going back to Vancouver. It's a big game for you. You're gonna sit.
oh yeah, no,
That's-
yeah, it
It's
could
to
be.
kind of the light the flame under his ass.
It's
which I
what
don't
we
know
argued
why
last
you
time
need
with the
to-
Dallas
right,
Stars.
right,
and, yeah,
right.
no,
That's
it could be.
the whole lighting the flame under the ass. I somewhat agree with, unless this is like the one time your rookie year, you're going back home. It's like your one chance to show all your friends and family, like, look at all of, especially your parents.
My
like,
whole
dude,
life's hard work
Yeah,
is
yeah.
to be represented today.
especially to your parents, like, all those times driving me to the rink at fucking whatever 5, 6 in the morning, whatever. This is culminated in this event, and then also, or I'm sorry,
Oh, no, I get it. I trust me.
and
I
then
get it.
your
I'm
coach is a cock and sits you because you've had 5 rough games,
It sucks.
and you're on a shitty ass team. It's not like our fucking record matters anymore.
All right, go on.
It does matter. It does because
If we lose enough,
potentially higher draft picks.
yeah.
Eyes on the prize, boys. Just don't give up like that.
don't
Rebuild.
see a
You
prize.
get the high draft picks.
Yeah. So moving on, Nick Jensen is rumored to be on the trading block. He's on the second year of his $1.6 million contract. I don't know what we're rumored to be trading him for. I think there's a lot of talks with Edmonton amongst a couple different players.
For Oliver Keepom?
There's kind of a whole lot of talk. I know trade rumors kind of don't interest me that much.
No.
I just wanted to bring up the prospect that we might be losing Jensen, and I think it's kind of a good trade.
Wait, what are we trading him for then?
We
Guys
might
and
be
draft picks.
probably I think at the highest probably a second round.
It's not a good
I
trade
think- I
then.
think
Fuck
you get
that.
a first out
No.
of him.
First,
Yeah.
if we get a
Jensen's very good.
first out of Nick Jensen, I'm pretty impressed.
He's a very good defenseman. And then you got to remember Cromwell's on
He's
that.
young. He's starting.
He's 28.
He's not.
He's not that young.
I thought he
Oh,
was
I thought he was
younger. I
younger.
thought he was younger than that too until he just said that.
Nick Jensen's 28.
He was one of those dudes that was kept in Grand Rapids. Bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's our own fucking
Just like
problem.
just
Yeah.
like Jimmy Howard, he's kept in Grand Rapids, so he's like 27.
Shit.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Goalies, they
second
kind of
round's
do
good
that
then.
too a little bit more, but yeah, even that was a little bit much. But yeah, he's 28. He's super cheap. A lot of people have actually been bitching about his contract, which I don't understand because he's fucking getting paid 1.6 mil.
Which is actually a lot in the NHL though.
I mean,
Coming to terms of salary cap hit, yeah.
that's nothing in the NHL.
I
Compared
think
to-
I think a big salary in the NHL is like $7.5 million a year. That's
Huge.
huge.
Yeah.
That's like the
So
highest.
1.6 isn't really slumming it either though.
It's actually like 10.
I'd probably say it might be like run of the mill. 10 is very high.
That's pretty low. I think. Do we? Hold on. Pause.
Okay.
All right, well, let's just move on to game reviews. Nick Jensen, we don't know what he's going for, but we'll see. 2 games ago, we played Vancouver at Vancouver. Shots were 37-31. Face-off was 45-55 for them. Power play, we were 0 for 3. They were 0 for 2. Hits, we were out hit 20-19. And the score was 2-3 them. So, I guess, what was that?
Celebration that we lost.
High draft picks.
Yeah.
High draft picks.
Yeah.
You'll never see this again, by the way.
First goal was the Elias Peterson guy. He tipped it in from the blue line. First period, we were down 1-0.
Yep.
And then we had, what is it? Tied up with a Vanek. What is that? Breakout? Oh, yeah, no, this was, so this actually was a good play. When we tied it up, it was Vanek to Mantha to then Nielsen.
Yeah.
And we opened up a lot of ice on that play. And he got Nielsen a one-timer, which basically it was just good. It was a good fucking movement. I haven't seen us make fucking 3 to 4 passes in a row to each other. I liked it. Tied 1-1.
It was a pretty nice one-timer. I like Nielsen. Nielsen is sometimes surprisingly skilled offensively.
Yeah, I mean you're
Coming
right.
from the Islanders, he was
Right.
marketed as a skilled offensive two-way. I mean, he was two-way player.
He reminds me of Mantha. He comes in and out of the picture.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean. Like,
streaky.
he's not like
Yeah.
he's not like Dylan Larkin or Andre Anthony.
No.
When they have the
Or
puck,
like-
you notice them.
Yeah.
It's these guys are just there. Or Nyquist. Nyquist, I would put in the same bill as Nielsen, and who was
Mantha.
it? Yeah, Mantha. Thank you. They're just coming in and out.
Yeah.
So
But it was a nice passing play, for sure. And he buried far side on a 1T. So I always like seeing plays like that.
and then the third goal we led. So it's 1-1. 2-1 was a goal by DeKaiser. He does a slap pass back door to Vanek. Good pass, good play by DeKaiser. And it's what Cromwell tries to do like fucking 5 times a game and misses every goddamn pass. DeKaiser does it once and he scores. So it's nice to see that because Cromwell actually tries to do it in this game, I believe, and he fucking whiffs at the very end. What's the next goal? The next goal was, I remember a lot. So the Vancouver this time had pretty much a lot of weak goals. Like one was a tip in. Second one I believe was second one was basically a broken play. They win a face-off. Their D shoots it. Their guy blocks it. It falls down, and the guy just fucking from the hash marks just doesn't even shoot. Just kind of like hits the stick on the puck, and it goes 5-0. And Bernier doesn't stop it because they screened. So,
Talking about that fast shot. It was a really fast turnaround shot.
it's a broken play.
Yeah,
They win it.
Yeah, it was
They take a shot, hits our dude, falls down,
off
and
the
then one dude
face-off.
spins.
It was
and
hard
shoots.
for Bernier to even somewhat expect a shot to be coming.
True.
And it was, I mean, he could have been there, but
I thought it was a weak goal, to be quite frank.
Yeah.
Other than he was screened a little bit, but
to be fair, if that was
It
Jimmy
wasn't
in
even
that,
a shot.
I'd probably be fucking freaking out. So
Just so we know, Bernier was the net.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
right. No, I'm just letting you guys.
Bernier's lost
Bernier-
way more than
You're right.
Jimmy this year. Jimmy,
Yes.
No, but I mean, you remember when Jimmy first came up? Not to go in a long spiel. Jimmy let really weak goals in
Soft.
his first couple. Dude, his first 2 years.
Soft goals.
I watched him with the goals. I'm like, there's no
True.
way this dude is gonna be our starting goal.
Yeah.
And now he's like, he's a rock.
yeah, no, this year he's a rock.
Yeah,
This
I
year he's
look
a
at Jimmy coming. I'm like,
fucking
oh my
beast.
god, he's a fucking rock for us. Bernier's
Yeah.
a weak link.
Yeah.
Dude, you never know what these goalies.
Yeah, they are fucking freaks, but
They really are.
I do want to defend our stance on it because when we were playoff contenders, Jimmy laid eggs all the time. He just lay down and the puck would just fucking float in.
Yep.
Move on.
but that's when pressure was on us, you know. Like it's
That was
you,
when-
you
that was
get
when-
so
that
much
was-
more microscopic.
that
with
was
the
when our-
player
that was when our team-
you're actually in contention for stuff.
Well, that was when our team.
Right now
was,
we're
that was when our team was
nobodies,
good. That was when our team was
and-
good.
And it is what it is.
I do
Well, that's
kind of.
what
I
gives a
agree with
shit.
you a little bit too. I mean, there is that micro.
Like he did a lot of good
scope.
stuff too, but you're not going to remember because our team is amazing, and any small detail that he made a mistake on, you're going to remember that.
Jimmy Howard was mediocre at best. I'll write that on his gravestone. Mediocre at best.
Okay, well,
This year he's a stud.
back to the Vancouver game.
Yep.
Doesn't make
So
sense.
it's 2-2. They tip it in for the
does.
win. Basically, it goes to 3-2, and then at the very end of the game, we pass it out to Cromwell. He does what I said. He tries to do a slap pass to the D across from him. He fucking whiffs. It falls into his skate. With like 4 seconds left.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that was game.
he doesn't even try to fucking do anything with the puck because
Well, he's only got that
He-
one knee, so he's like, that's my wrong knee.
I
and
think he
can't
just
move."
gave up on the season.
He does do that. Yeah.
Well, I think he
just-
gave
I
up
think-
on his career a couple
yeah.
years ago. But hey, you know,
Should
knew
have
it
gave
was
up.
Ken Holland, if you can fucking trade him, please.
Yeah.
For God's
It's
sake, get
just-
rid of this guy.
If you
If-
can, that should be your number one trade.
If Nick Cronwall is movable, move him.
If he's looked at like some guy who fucking won the Stanley Cup is going to bring like some like aspect to your locker room to help you win the Stanley Cup,
Dude.
please sell that aspect
Yeah.
like a motherfucker.
Dude,
'cause
there's legit.
that's your best selling point, bud.
Yeah.
So-
Dude,
Even
there's-
if they give us a box of fucking 10-year-old hockey tape for
Yeah.
fucking crown ball, you
Yeah.
take that shit in a heartbeat.
if it's clear and white tape in there, fucking take it. Take it. If it's some mostly clear tape, I'd probably still take it.
And
honestly.
a million popcorn kernels for LCA. Take it all.
Okay, so moving on to our game against.
The Oilers.
The last game.
We won. So
Yep.
fucking.
I'm proud that we won, but I'm still kind of baffled. I talked to you guys before this. Is how the Edmonton Oilers have a plethora of young studly players, and they're like currently chasing just to get in the Western Conference playoff position.
Yeah, they're in the hunt.
Like in the hunt. Like they're not there. They're in the fucking hunt. Like how many more years can you guys really fucking tank? Like it's been 15 years and you've had the first or second overall pick every fucking year.
Yeah. At least.
I know you guys got rid of Taylor Hall because you had too many first overall draft picks in your fucking team to New Jersey, but
Tompkins.
what the fuck do you guys need to win a Stanley Cup?
What was
Wayne Gretzky?
No. If they seriously if they don't
Wayne
make the
Gretzky?
playoffs and they somehow win the lottery this year, I will fucking end my hockey fanhood because of the sickness that goes on in Edmonton. You have Connor McDavid, the fucking best goal scorer in the NHL, and you guys are in the hunt
Probably the best player in the world.
in the world, and you're letting Detroit beat up on you.
I think that's a little early, but you
not
can't
early.
argue that
not that
Oilers
early.
have gotten time and time again like number one draft. Well, for one they have.
Oh,
got
I'm
number one
sorry,
draft
Jesse.
picks.
For the last
my-
15 years, they've never had lower than like what a 5th draft pick, and that's me being.
They've had
I know.
they've had
I agree.
excellent draft
I agree.
position for the last 15 years.
But you said Connor McDavid is the best player in the world. I
Yeah,
think that's
probably
a little.
is.
No, I think that's a little early.
Well, no, but I mean, upcoming star. He's the next Sidney Crosby.
go
or
Ovechkin or Sidney. Yeah,
right.
no,
right. In
yeah.
that regard, in that absolute regard. So,
right now, Connor McDavid is probably the best player in the world.
Edmonton, get your shit.
No,
together.
he's not.
Change my mind. Who is?
He's the fastest.
Who's
skater.
better than Connor McDavid right
Jesse,
now?
he's the fastest. skater in
Ovechkin
the NHL.
and Crosby by far.
Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby are better than Connor McDavid right
Yes.
now.
The resume proves it. Connor's won nothing.
No. You can't say that they're better because of what they've done.
Yes, I can.
Right
I just
now,
did.
you can't.
I just did.
No, you can't.
Sidney
Alex
Crosby has
Ovechkin-
one
oh, wait,
stuff.
time out. Alex
has
Ovechkin
one
won his
stuff.
first Stanley Cup last year.
Yeah.
$2.
Last year.
We're $2, but
I know.
Ov and Sidney, I have said it and can say it. I can say based on what they did, they're better than Connor McDavid.
That's such bullshit.
Then what?
Back then they were the best. They are not now.
We'll make a Twitter poll and see.
Then why is Connor McDavid better than
He's
Sidney
saying
Crosby
right now,
and
so you
Ovechkin?
can't use a resume if you go back in time.
Yeah,
That's
it's bullshit.
So you're just going off like you're
Steve Yzerman is better than Connor McDavid.
right now.
What?
I mean, it's fucking bullshit. It doesn't. The game has changed even since Sidney was the best in the world. Sidney at one point was the best in the world. That's over with.
I mean, I would argue Pavel, but I don't want to be so fucking biased. I would name all three of those
I would
guys.
agree with you, but I think most people would agree that Sidney
If I had to
Crosby.
choose a team right now, I'd pick any one of those three players above Connor McDavid. Right now.
The point I'm trying to make is
That's
For the
what I'm
rest of
saying.
their career?
Which is why I'm saying they're the best in the world. Because for the rest of because
Well,
obviously
that's what
there's
he's
age.
saying,
Like if I'm gonna create a dynasty or like some like GM role, I'm not picking them. But if I'm picking the best team now, the number one player on that team, obviously it's gonna be Pavel for me. But Crosby and Ovechkin beat out fucking Connor
all
McDavid on the
I'm
list.
trying to say, guys, is
me.
how is
me.
Edmonton? How can Edmonton have a prep full of fucking players like this and just be in the hunt?
Yeah,
It's almost like
sad.
Ottawa a couple years ago when they were purposely told, "Hey,
Oh,
you guys need to tank so we can get higher draft picks."
It's Ottawa now. It's
Right.
it's a lot of those
But
teams.
that's all I want to say.
So, all right, Oilers. So Detroit versus Oilers, we had 27 to 34 shots against them. We lost 45 to 55 on faceoffs. Power play, we were 0 for 3. They were 0 for 3. Hits.
There was 100 faceoffs that game.
Wait, no.
What?
What?
Out of
My bad.
100.
Oh,
I-
never,
oh, I-
percentage,
no.
percentage. Never mind. My bad.
That's insane.
Faceoff percentage. Jesus, you can.
My bad.
Okay. Hits. We were out hit 17 to 36, and score was 3 to 2 us. And my biggest critique was something I've said time and time again against Larkin. Double A this time had 2 breakaways,
He
missed
missed
both
both.
of them,
Missed both.
and he continues to find opportunities, which I like, which is why I predicted him to be a stud. But if he doesn't learn how to score on those breakaways, which he didn't,
His only
Okay.
facet of the game. Go ahead. Yeah.
You're talking about Anthony
his
C,
only
right?
facet of the game.
No,
He has better hands
I
than
don't know. I
Larkin.
coughed. What's
He has
up?
better hands than Larkin by far. Just FYI,
I'm just
and
saying,
better positioning.
All right, not
I
to get
sneezed.
all loud and yelling here, but you're talking about Anthony C, right?
Yeah, Double A
He
Andre
needs,
Anthony
he needs
Sue
to learn
missed
how to
both of
start shooting on the breakaways instead of deking.
them. Maybe yeah.
That was a huge no-no with the goalie he went against with Edmonton because he was a taller goalie and he could reach his legs behind him
okay.
rather than him going high on him. Which I think Anthony C is a pretty good player. He's fast.
Yeah,
he's very
he
fast.
is a very good player.
I want to see him score than just more
He
on
might be
breakaways.
faster.
You know what I'm
than,
saying?
Larkin.
Could be.
Yeah, and Larkin won the
Honestly,
fastest
I do agree with you on that point. I do think Double A is faster. than
Andre
Larkin. They're
fucking
both fast. They're both fast.
You know what's funny is both those guys get more breakaway. If you add up their breakaways compared to anyone else on the team with breakaways, I guarantee they're like
I
times
bet
2.
you Andre
Anyone
Anthony
on our
sees
team?
doubles.
If you do those two players with
Obviously.
break, yeah,
Obviously.
I know. Well, then we need to teach them how to fucking score on a breakaway.
Jesse, I think you could.
They get like one a game each. I see
think-
Larkin
I feel
or
like-
him have
I-
a breakaway
nah,
every goddamn game.
That's
They
pretty
do.
good. That's
They
pretty
do.
good.
It is,
If you get 2 breakaways and you score on one of them, that's pretty good fucking stats.
Yeah, you're going 50%.
but they're not doing that.
He went
Both of them
over
are
two.
going under. On Double A, just missed 2 last game.
I actually think
And
that
Larkin-
both. I think both of them actually score on a very good amount of fucking breakaways that they get. I seriously, I hassle Double A a lot because you blow him, but I think both
You
of
blow
them do
Larkin.
very good.
The only
everyone
time
else
I-
does.
I don't
Yes, you
blow
do.
Larkin.
Okay,
Yes,
so the
you
only
do.
time I really see Anthony see you score is on fucking breakaways.
Well, that's,
I'm
that's,
not even trying to be
that's
exaggerating about
that's
that.
No, you're
kind
right.
of all he's got.
Dude, you have to have more than just being able to fucking get past the defenseman. I mean, anyone can. I'm not saying he cherry picks, but there's sometimes you can tell that he was waiting for that
yeah,
pass.
yeah.
And I'm not saying it's a bad thing because I do enjoy watching it, but if you watch him when he's there's more of a tight knit group of people out there where it's they're doing a cycle in the low zone. He doesn't do as much as he would on a breakaway. I want to see him get more in tune with that part of the game.
I just
Yep.
find Andre not losing the puck as much as Larkin. Larkin will shoot from off angles.
You guys-
yes,
you do
he
realize that
scores
his
a
name
lot,
is-
but he shoots.
His name is
Probably-
Andreas.
No, I said Larkin. On that
No,
one.
you keep saying Andre. It's Andreas.
Andres Athanasiou.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't say Andres at all in that sequence. I said Larkin.
And I do kind of agree with you. Larkin
Like, come on.
Larkin
You
is
keep saying
almost gotten to his shot total this year at the All Star break. His entire total of last year. I think it was like 214
Yeah,
shots.
he shoots the puck everywhere.
at 200
So yeah, he's got a
last
lot
year.
of goals, but
Yeah,
he shoots the puck fucking 100 times a game, and it's a turnover
But
half
Jesse,
the time.
you also got to remember, and I
Completely
hate to
agree.
say this, you guys.
So-
Completely agree.
He
If
shoots
you
it
only got a
100
couple-
times a game.
No, but he shoots it way too fucking much.
No, and that's my bad on the power play percentage. I'm going, well, there's 100
ridiculous.
faceoffs
But
that game. I'm like,
Larkin
damn.
shoots too much from
does.
bad angles,
Yep.
and it's a turnover. And I get the whole idea of the coach telling him to shoot the puck in the net, but he's been doing that last year too.
His whole
And I said that
car-
last year.
his
he
whole
shoots the
career
puck too
he's
much.
done that.
But
His-
no one yells at Cronwall for shooting into 15 fucking guys and having every shot he takes
Good question.
blocked.
I don't know how the fuck he got away with that.
They still let that fucking shoot. You heard me.
I'll bleep that out.
yeah.
Yeah, don't.
No, actually do that. Sorry. Yeah. That fucking moron is still allowed to
There you
shoot.
go. Plug that one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna change over to the best segment, which is the face-off.
Yeah.
We're all gonna do basically what we call Mount Rushmore. We'll do a draft. Each one of us will pick 4. We will start with 1 through 4. Do a snake draft, and it's gonna be about the top sports that are the non-top 4. So not basketball, not hockey, not fucking football, and not baseball.
Okay, you guys were considering hockey as a major one. I was thinking the fourth one was.
I'll cut you in half.
Yeah, shut the
Yeah,
fuck
Josh,
up.
cut you in half with
your
my house
sarcasm
key.
isn't welcome here. Okay, so should I start out first with our snake draft?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay, my first choice is Quidditch.
I like that.
For real.
I like that. Which is fun to
good
watch.
one, yeah.
I watched that once on YouTube.
It is. I've watched on Harry Potter a lot.
Oh, are you serious? You actually watched it like a
B-
Yeah,
BG
Jesse,
versus UT
Drew,
has like
there's
a-
a real Quidditch
Has
game.
like
yeah.
a club.
All right.
Bowling Green versus UT has a club, and it actually looks fun.
Yeah,
does
sounds
kind of.
sweet, man.
Yeah. Except for the whole broom between the legs and you have to, it's weird.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I will watch on Harry Potter though. I like fucking Harry Potter. I'll tell you that right now. Go ahead, Jess.
So much
It's
cooler
you,
Quidditch.
bud.
Oh,
We'll
it's
go
me.
this way.
All
Yeah.
My number 1 pick is rugby.
Yep.
Not as exciting as Quidditch, but rugby's fucking amazing. They murder each other the whole entire game. I don't understand the rules, to be completely honest. I have no idea what's going on, but I just like watching it because they kill each other.
It's also been reported that 90% of the players of rugby have CTE.
It's
Work.
made up.
That's irrelevant. We just basically,
I know.
Don't care.
I know.
yeah.
CTE isn't real. You
Yeah.
know that.
Justin
Yeah,
wants
look at me.
You've been over that.
fighting and like, but let's go. Mine will be the most popular sport in the world, soccer or
That's
football.
That was one of the major.
No, it's not.
No,
Oh,
not
not
America.
major
Not
sport.
America.
I forgot we named 4. I mean, okay, that's kind of cheating.
I can pick a different one.
No, Jesse, that's fine. It's
yeah.
not.
No, that's your stupid
see
pick.
what- we'll see what the
Keep it-
people-
keep
Good
your-
pick.
keep your
People won't
stupid
like
pick.
it, but it's fine.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
if you
no one
don't,
will like
fuck
it.
off.
No one will like it because we don't have fucking Africans voting
Europeans.
here. We don't have people from Afghanistan voting.
What the fuck are you talking?
We don't have
about?
anybody
that is-
besides United States people.
I'm
That's
just-
all we
Just
want.
ignore him.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so-
soccer's so popular because it's well, Craven, go.
For 4 people?
It's football.
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, I don't know what you're getting at.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
Anyways.
it just takes one ball to play.
Anyways.
Go ahead.
Same with basketball.
Yeah, but that takes a
You
hoop,
need
takes
indoor.
concrete. Anyways, go
A
ahead.
little bit. Okay. I'm going to go with ping pong. Table tennis.
I really thought it'd be Bugaki.
That's a
But-
decent one.
If you ever watch table tennis or ping pong in the Olympics, it's insane what the people can do.
Yeah, they're
I'm not
all
surprised.
from China
I'm not
because it's the
surprised. Craven
Chinese.
loves ping pong.
Nothing wrong
It's the
with that.
Chinese national pastime.
Yeah.
Craven loves
They like
ping
groom these
pong.
kids from like
I'm not
birth.
good at
Like,
ping
oh,
pong.
you're a ping
He's
pong player.
awful at ping
He
pong.
made fun of me for soccer, but then he picks the most popular sport over in fucking Asia.
You picked like
I
one of the
think
hardest
soccer's
sports
more
on the
popular.
planet.
Yeah,
to
but
fucking
yours
play.
is a close second. If not,
Maybe for
more
some
popular than
people.
some.
All right, Jess, what do you got next?
I'm up again.
Oh yeah, you forgot.
I'm going to go with drone racing.
Ooh,
That is pretty
looks
sweet. I've
awesome.
seen that
You watch
before.
that on ESPN late night. It's crazy.
They
Drew,
do
you know
this-
what a drone is?
Yes.
You're looking at me like you don't know what a drone
No,
is.
I know what a drone is.
What is it?
Isn't it one of those?
But, oh,
machines
no,
that
he
you
doesn't know
bang?
what it is.
Isn't it one of those
I know what a
machines you
fucking
bang?
drone is.
What is
It's
it?
The little guys that you launch off and
Little
they fly
guys.
around.
Yep. Little
Yeah.
guys. Yeah. Yeah, right.
I know what a fucking drone is.
Okay.
They have cameras and
Yeah. I'm going to fly one to your house one day. So yeah, look
shoot it.
out.
I'll shoot it.
Pee Tom.
Shoot you too.
All right,
Alright,
we'll keep
I'm,
drafting as Justin goes pee.
I'm just going to pick another very popular one. It's you hate it. Starts with a G. Can you guess it?
Golf.
Yep.
Golf.
Golf is amazing.
It's a good one.
It's fucking fun to
Wow.
watch.
Such a rare pick.
I can make up other stuff.
Too late. You already took it.
Yeah. you
Yeah,
took it.
well, I
You
should
took it.
win this because
Yeah. Obviously, people
Just
are gonna
like
vote
the
for
other
golf.
ones.
I should.
I don't know if they will.
Yeah, they will. That's golf.
We'll see. We'll see.
You pick ping pong what?
I think the people want to hear unique stuff. They don't want to hear stuff they already know. Like drone racing, some people don't know what that is. They're just now
okay,
learning
you know what? I'm
because
gonna
of
be
me.
can't mind then. Sorry, I'm gonna go
Whoa.
bare knuckle fighting. That's my number 2.
Okay.
Which
I
is a
can get on board with
badass
that.
UK Netflix show that I just watched
There you go.
about a couple months ago, and it's cool because unlike the UFC or even just and
'Cause it's
boxing
bare
itself,
knuckle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You could just get knocked out.
Yeah, it takes a lot of damage away.
Yeah, it's real fighting.
Yeah, and it stops a lot of cuts. It's better.
Sounds a lot like UFC, but
But without the gloves.
Without the
Bare
gloves.
knuckle.
Which
Take off.
go ahead, take off.
Nah.
Justin will. The only reason I even said that is because I know Justin will.
Okay, so I will go with actually paintball.
Good one.
Is that a sport?
Yeah,
And what?
it's a professional sport actually. So suck me.
Okay.
Because that's who determines if something's in the.
They
Is
get
it?
paid. I don't know. They get fucking paid.
Okay.
Okay.
There's video games about it. I don't know. Pretty sweet.
Okay. I know,
Paintball's
I-
fun. I mean, do I have to explain
I like
myself? Is it everyone
Well,
here has played
no,
paintball?
I agree. It is a sport, but you said it was professional, as if like that means anything.
I don't know.
Yeah. Go on.
Paintball's sweet.
For going off that context, I'm changing my stuff on the fly. Let's go.
Justin, you got 2 picks.
okay. My first pick.
Your
It's gonna
second,
be-
your second pick. You started.
Well, no, this is my first pick out of the 2 that I
Yeah.
do concurrently.
Okay.
Gotcha. I'll blur that out.
No, you don't need to. First one's gonna be sand volleyball. I think that's particularly a lot of fun. I feel like Tom Cruise and Top Gun. And my second one is gonna be edging.
Is it 2v2?
Like lawn work?
No, like
know
edging, like the denial of sexual erotica.
Yeah.
the fuck?
I
don't
know what
this
he's talking
is.
about.
He does,
You gotta
and everyone
practice.
else will. You gotta look
Some
up
people
edging.
won't. Look it up.
Edging?
I don't
Yep.
know what this is.
It's a new sport.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
very healthy. It's
Yep.
a
Denial
good thing to practice.
sexual erotica.
Okay.
I'm so fucking
Just
lost.
think about it. Think about edging
Edging.
and like in a sexual.
I'm literally
term.
You know,
thinking
they'll
about
look it up. They'll look it up, and I'll get a text later like, "Oh my god, I'm dying."
I'm thinking of like edging a yard. Anyways,
Nope.
so I get
can't.
one pick. Jesse chose a unique one, so I will go with something unique. Buzkashi.
Bugaki?
Fuck is
I know
that?
what Bugaki is.
No, you said it earlier, and it actually made me think maybe you were stealing it from me.
I don't know what this is.
Buzkashi is the national sport in Afghanistan. It is.
Oh, I
listen,
did see that when I was
Listen,
researching.
yeah,
Like
listen.
a bunch of donkeys.
No, they ride horses. It's just like polo.
Donkeys, horses.
They ride horses, except for instead of a ball that they beat around, they use a dead goat. And
What?
Yeah.
Like a head?
No, like the body of a goat. No, like a goat.
But like it's polo.
You think that's
It's
funny?
like a dead. It's like a.
How do you
do I
hit a
think-
dead
Do I think
goat
it's
with a
funny?
polo
No.
stick?
People die over this game.
How
It's
do
not a joke.
Talking
Josh.
about, how do you
Goats
hit
die.
a dead goat with a polo stick and make it move?
This is
Well, they don't just. They attempt to pick it up. They.
So it's not like polo, because polo is like where you have a
Well,
stick
yeah,
on
but
a
I
horse.
was trying to give the picture of like you're riding a horse and they do have a stick and they're whipping the thing to they somehow corral it up into their arms
They scoop
and
it
they
up.
ride around and people are riding around fucking slapping each other. It's crazy. People actually die during the game. It's nuts.
Drew, did you play it when you were over there protecting us?
No, we didn't. No,
What's the point of like? Do you score with it? Like how do you
they carry it until I think maybe
goal?
I think there's like a center. I never actually saw it play, but I always heard about it. And then I googled it. I was like, holy fuck, these guys are nuts. But the Taliban outlawed it. But go ahead with your.
The Taliban outlowed it?
Well, they outlawed all.
How
They,
ridiculous.
they're the ones that outlawed it. All right.
They outlawed all sport. But go ahead.
Well, of course they did.
Yeah.
Only sport they know is
Wow.
I'll do.
That's the Taliban.
Fuck. What do I want to do? What's dangerous? Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna do cricket. That was on my mind.
That's actually a pretty good game.
It's a back in the day that
Do you
thing.
like cricket?
It took 4 days to.
I'm just
to
asking.
complete.
Do you like boobs, whatever you just said?
Oh, big time fan.
You've never
big time
seen it?
fan. No, I'm actually asking you. I've never watched a cricket game.
I've watched documentaries on cricket, and there's 2020 is like a whole conspiracy in India with bullshit, but which is like how to make the game shorter. But this game lasts typically back in England like 3 to 4 days. So
Jeez.
I thought that was kind of cool for a sporting event.
All right, I'm up. I'm gonna go with hot dog eating contest.
Oh, that's a classic.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
Do you prefer to see them with buns or without buns?
Well, how
You
now
do
that I think
without.
about it, yeah. No,
You
they have to
normally
eat the
Jesse.
bun,
So
but
you normally
sometimes
hot
I'll-
dogs without
Them
buns.
buns and the
Okay, so
water.
Jesse doesn't eat hot dogs with buns.
No, I'm just
Same
saying
with
that's how
Josh.
they eat
No,
it.
I-
That's
No,
how they
no,
eat
that's how you just said you ate it.
I thought you were asking how they do it in the
Yeah,
contest.
that's what I thought.
But
that's
in
how
the
they do it.
contest,
They
do.
dip it in
have-
water. They
yeah.
dip it in water.
They have
let
to eat
it
the bun
sit.
now.
Yeah.
You get what he was getting you guys on though, right?
Oh yeah, very clever.
You guys
very
swallow
clever.
dick.
Jesse's like, yeah, no bun, no bun.
Taking this fucking
No
I'm
bun
trying
at
to-
all.
I'm trying to win.
We know you are.
I'm good without the bun.
No, you dip the bun in the water. The fucking.
All right.
Was that your last? Oh, is it,
No,
wait,
I think
you
I got
back
one
up
more,
again.
and then we're done.
I got
I'm gonna go with water polo. No, yeah, I'm done after this one. Water polo.
That's, just
That's
a lot
actually a
of
tough
strength.
game.
Yeah.
It is.
I never played it, but have
Do you
played
admire? Do you admire it?
Have you ever water tread in a 9-foot pool before?
That's
Tread the whole
That's what
time.
that's what it's like.
it?
Those
Actually,
fuckers pulling each other.
no,
under
not
the
9
water.
feet.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
done
Well,
it
dude,
in-
no, Josh, you can't
done it
touch
in
the bottom.
28
You have to
feet.
tread, and you have to carry that ball. I mean, it's a wild sport.
And
know,
you can
I
get away
can
with
imagine.
a lot under the water, just punching people and shit.
You can tink them. You just be like, ding,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, Jesse.
This one's pretty physical as well. It's gonna be EA Sports. It's in the game. It's gonna be any.
Sports?
It's gonna be like PUBG, Fortnite, all those.
You just
know.
mean esports.
Esports. My bad, not EA.
EA
but yeah,
Sports is in the game.
it will be. But yeah, esports. Takes a lot of
I had that.
practice. Takes a lot of heart and dedication, like any other goddamn sport.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should respect it.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah, they should.
Follow us on
No.
Twitch.
Drew, you just suck at video games.
Yeah, I do, but you shouldn't respect it even if I was good.
Why?
Why?
On the same level as other sports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
You know they get paid now, right?
yeah, it's not the. Oh God, are we being serious? Are you serious?
Not really. I mean,
Okay,
I think
thank God.
I think it takes a lot of talent, but I don't
No,
think
it
takes
does,
the
for
physical
sure.
aspect.
Well,
Obviously
no, but
not.
you get paid. I mean,
Right.
Kevin doesn't know it's very physical. You have to
res-
stay late at night. You have to be dedicated.
I respect them for doing it.
lot
I
of
don't
Adderall.
respect them on the same level as like any fucking
Drink a
other
lot of
sport
coffee.
ever.
My heart goes out to those little digital guys on the screen.
Yeah.
My heart really goes out to them.
Yeah. So my last pick, I will go with actually lacrosse.
You sucked at
That's
that game.
that's a sweet
Yeah.
sport.
Yeah, it's a badass sport.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. It's fun to play. You hit people. It's just like football and hockey a little bit. You hit people.
But with a metal stick.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's better than football to play like fun wise.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Did you play football?
A little bit.
Drew played for 1 year.
No, I did not.
He thinks he
You
knows
only-
all the
I
rules.
played for
you only
more
know
than.
you sucked at lacrosse. Let's be real.
I did suck at lacrosse.
Okay, that's why I wasn't fun for you.
But guys in lacrosse will run east and west to avoid a hit much more than in football.
Okay, what does that matter?
Because I like to hit people. That's why it's less fun.
Did
The
you?
You
hitting
can
is
still
the
whack
fun.
each other with sticks. Can you do that in
It's
football?
less fun. It's less fun.
Drew only played special teams, by the way.
No.
Yeah, you did.
No.
Okay. What'd you play?
Linebacker.
Okay, so tell me a defense. What's a
4-3. What do you want?
tell me what
I could name that.
a cover 3 is.
Are you talking about in Madden?
Oh, I mean, it's in Madden, but it's also like a real.
It didn't matter for me because all I had to do was worry about the flats if it was pass coverage.
Oh, okay, well that's.
It
I
did-
mean,
I
that
don't
means
care.
you're running a type of zone.
You don't care if you
did
have fucking 3 safeties in the backfield.
You know Madden inside and out, but can you like?
Madden is you're running the plays in Madden are the same plays that are real.
In high school?
defenses.
No, they made those up. You know that, right?
No, I know, but I'm just saying like. I don't need to know every single lineup. I don't care how many linesmen are.
I'm just saying. I know. I don't.
The D line come out. I don't give a fuck.
I didn't say you had to. I'm
playing outside
I was just
linebacker.
asking a question.
All I know is that if the
are
quarterback
you so
drops
mad?
back for a pass, I have the flats if that's the play. That's it.
All right.
Fucking move on, bud.
Can I do my last sport that I want to see?
Yeah.
And this may be going left field, and I'm not making fun of anyone, by the way, but last year, or that was the last year, I think I watched the Paralympics, and I watched sled hockey, which is probably the most amazing form of hockey I've ever seen in my entire life. These
I got
bastards
one to top that.
are paralyzed from the waist down or from the neck down, and they go out to kill each other.
That's true.
I've never seen a bloodbath in my life like I have with sled hockey.
A lot of
It
respect
was
for those
It was
guys.
fucking amazing. It was the most amazing hockey I've ever seen in my life. So yes, I agree with Jesse. When you can shoot a puck on a sled at 62 miles an hour or 72 miles an hour, that's impressive.
And they stab each other with those little
They play on-
picks.
Oh yeah.
On the end of their
on
sticks,
both,
they have
and
little
they just
toe
stab
picks,
each
like
other,
the figure eight, the figure skating toe picks.
Yeah,
So
I've heard
it's
they're
on ice.
Vicious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
Josh,
on
you
a
on ice,
sled.
but they're on a sled,
And
and
they-
all they use is 2 half sticks, and they just.
Oh, okay.
A lot of them are
These
injured,
dudes-
like military individuals.
I want to
that
really,
come
I
back.
want to see these guys from like the waist up and just see how cut
yeah.
they are.
Oh
They're
god. dude.
But the sheer force that they fucking went into each other with was absolutely like, it was astronomical to me. I could not believe how hard they were hitting each other, and they
But
were
the
just
most
ready to go.
amazing form of hockey is underwater hockey. Me and Drew
I
looked
had
it
that
up.
on my list. I just didn't think anybody would know what that was.
Underwater hockey is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. I was joking, by the way, but apparently you hold your breath and hit a puck on the bottom of the fucking pool and get into a net.
He says it's dumb now, but he told me about it for like a fucking half an hour last
Yeah,
week.
because it was so
The whole
crazy.
time I just kept thinking, God damn it, I don't care.
When I went to Ann Arbor, they had a team, and I was like, "What the fuck is it?" There's a picture of a guy. This is underwater hockey. I'm like, "What is this?"
Strange.
Established 2017.
Yeah. Let's hold our breath and do weird shit in the pool.
I am being serious about the sled hockey though.
Yeah.
That
No, that is
you guys are
legit.
A lot of
fucking
respect for those
heroes
fuckers.
to me.
Yeah, big time. Big
All
time.
right. Do you guys have any honorable mentions? Any other ones you wanted to?
Not that I can think of. I mean,
I
I
can't
touched
think of any
base
either.
with.
Bobsledding, I had that. That's a good one.
You know, you
Jamaica
say you
has
can't
a
believe.
bobsled
Yes,
team?
you know, you say you can't believe Jamaica. We have a bobsled team.
If I could be good at
Dude, I love that movie.
Cool runnings.
skateboarding, would be cool.
Yeah.
To be just good at like that.
Yeah,
and all that shit.
skateboarding is fucking
Rollerblading,
awesome.
I like.
And if Tony Hawk, if you're listening, if you come out with a PS4 game that's reputable again and fucking as sweet as
Yeah, if you
Tony
get
Hawk
under-
back in the day, I would love you.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
You remember Tony Hawk that we used to play on N64?
Yeah.
Underground 2,
Oh,
we
yeah.
named
Oh,
that.
God.
back
Yeah,
in
we
the
talked
day.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that a
That was
couple
like
of
Warehouse, the
that was
five
like one of my
tapes.
favorite games of all time.
It's like
Yeah.
one of the most memorable maps in any game.
Yeah, that warehouse with
Yeah.
a half pipe, and
Yeah.
there's that disc or that tape in the hiding place, whatever. What the fuck?
That's fine.
All right, we better wrap it up.
Yep.
I don't know. Should we do the plug or no?
Do it now. Yeah.
All right. If you're watching us on YouTube, find us on Twitter at Riding Pine. We're also on Spotify. Yeah, we are.
It's Pine Podcast. Isn't
Oh,
it?
You know what, Criven? You just do this
Yeah,
because
you
you
do
always
it- you
mess
do
with
it.
that.
Oh, I mean, I'm not. All right. I think it's on Twitter at Pine Podcast.
Sorry. Yep.
We're on iTunes Podcast. Search for it. Riding the Pine. We're on Stitcher. We're on Spotify.
All Riding the Pine on those?
YouTube. Yep.
Okay.
If you want to email me, the producer, just set up some deals.
Send some pics.
Yeah, just email ridingpinepodcast@gmail.com.
He wants pics.
Yeah,
He
I'll
wants
sign
plenty of pics.
videos. It's fine.
Video don't matter.
All right. Well,
that's
thanks
it.
for watching, and hope you enjoyed our second video.
Yeah.
Later.
See you fuckers.